This week on CBCP News Weekend Report, Bishop hits drug war amid Ninja Cops controversy. Bishop lauds Supreme Court ruling on Veloso testimony. Bishop's push for greater mining accountability. Pope names new Sorsogon Bishop. Papal Nuncio to join Filipino children in praying for peace. This is Nico Balbidino for CBCP News Weekend Report. Manila Auxiliary Bishop Broderick Pabillo has branded as sham the Duterte administration's brutal crackdown on narcotics as the problem has reached the doorstep of the police force. In a CBCP News report, Bishop Pabillo lamented the thousands of poor people who are killed in the drug war, only to find out that the police itself is part of the problem. Controversy grew after Police Chief General Oscar Albayalde was accused of protecting Ninja Cops from an operation against a suspected drug lord in Pampanga in 2013. Pabillo said that if the issue existed before, it is reasonable to believe that they still exist now and in other places across the country. President Rodrigo Duterte has earlier defended Albayalde, saying that the police chief is entitled to due process and shall remain innocent until proven otherwise. Still on the CBCP, Bishop Ruperto Santos has welcomed the Supreme Court ruling allowing Filipino on death row Mary Jane Veloso to testify against her recruiters by way of deposition in Indonesia. The Supreme Court on October 11 ruled that Veloso could give her testimony before the Philippine Consular Office and the Indonesian officials, reversing the Court of Appeals decision. Bishop Santos, who heads the Episcopal Commission on Migrants and Itinerant People, said that Veloso's testimony is important to knowing what really happened. Bishop Santos added that with the ruling, the modus operandi of human trafficking can be brought to light. In the southern Philippines, Mindanaoan bishops have joined the initiative for the government to hold mining firms accountable for the environmental and social impacts of the industry. Bishop Cerilo Casicas of Marbel and Jose Bagaforo of Kidapawan said that mining-affected communities never had an effective way to hold mining firms accountable. Bagaforo, the incoming head of the National Secretariat for Social Action, expressed his deep commitment to take on the issues of mining-affected communities within the Church. For his part, on the other hand, Casicas stressed that the work for justice and the work for the protection of the creation appears to us as a constitutive to our work on evangelization. The prelate added that empowering communities should be the primordial concern of civil society groups. Meanwhile, the papal envoy to the Philippines will join hundreds of Filipino children in praying the Rosary for unity and peace in the world on October 25. Archbishop Gabriel Cascia will take part in the Global Rosary Movement with the students of the Don Bosco Technical Institute in Makati City. The activity is part of the yearly 1 million children praying the Rosary campaign, which will be simultaneously held in several countries at 9 a.m. on October 18. Aid to the Church in Need Philippines, however, decided to move its celebration to October 25 at 8 a.m. due to the availability of the Papal Nuncio. Organized by the Aid to the Church in Need International, it aims to gather children from every continent to pray the Rosary for mutual harmony among the nations. In the Philippines, it will be joined by children in about 40 dioceses across the country. Pope Francis has appointed Father Jose Alan Dialogo of the Manila Archdiocese as the new Bishop of Sorsogon. The bishop-elect will succeed Bishop Arturo Bastes, who reached the mandatory retirement age of 75 last April. He served the diocese for 16 years. Dialogo's appointment was made public by Bastes himself during the ordination of 3 men to the priesthood at the Sorsogon Cathedral last week. Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle of Manila also announced the appointment during their clergy meeting at the San Carlos Seminary in Makati City last Friday. For more news and updates, visit cbcpnews.net and follow our social media accounts. Visit the contact section of our website to subscribe to our bi-monthly newsletter. This is Nico Balbidino for CBCP News Weekend Report.